First at 5 tonight, Afghan arrivals. The Maritimes could potentially see hundreds of refugees from Afghanistan resettle here, but information is still sparse.
But as CTV's Laura Brown found out, a maritime veteran who served in Afghanistan looks forward to welcoming as many people as possible and intends to help. Laura.
That's right, Katie and Jason. It's been a little difficult to try to get any indication on how this resettlement will happen here in the Maritimes, but just like the Syrian refugee effort that happened 5 and 6 years ago, there's a lot of people in our region that want to help. Traveling home from Toronto earlier this week, Brian McDonald realized he was sharing a flight with a group of newcomers who were also headed for Fredericton.
I spoke with them and confirmed that they were in fact Afghans that were coming here, and then effectively learned that they were the first group of Afghans to come here. There was about a dozen of them, and I approached them and welcomed them, and I was pretty moved.
A veteran who served time in Afghanistan, mainly Kabul, McDonald has spent much of the last month in touch with many other veterans across North America, trying to navigate what was happening in the country they had tried to help.
Any of us want to do a good job and want to see that rewarded, and it's hard to look at the situation now and feel that it was a successful mission. I think there was a lot of good done, but unfortunately in the last little while there's been a lot of good undone. And we're certainly confronted with that almost every day now. And I know a lot of veterans are really struggling with that.
McDonald says he hopes Canada can, in the very least, welcome and resettle as many Afghan refugees as possible. The Canadian government promised to accept 20,000, and while the Maritimes are expecting some of them, few have made it here yet. None in Nova Scotia and 26 so far in New Brunswick. Premier Blaine Higgs said a week ago he expects many more.
Well, actually, we've heard it could be up to 800, but we don't know any more details than that.
The Nova Scotia government says it's an evolving situation as refugees are being interviewed to determine where they have family, friends, and contacts. In 2015 and 2016, Canada welcomed about 2,500 Syrian refugees. Over 1,500 came to New Brunswick. The Multicultural Council says resettlement organizations in the province are ready again this time.
These organizations have been doing this kind of work for over 15 years, decades, and they're already collaborating and working closely together and working in, with their provincial partners on this.
For McDonald, the flight is one he'll never forget.
It was a powerful moment to see those people that we've seen struggling on TV actually now here landing in safety in a place that we all love so much.
Katie and Jason, I did reach out to several agencies that I know are working behind the scenes to try to figure out the many logistics and details that come with this resettlement, but I have yet to connect with someone who can share some of those firmer details. Of course, an indication that this situation is truly evolving. Katie and Jason.